Commissioner Bill Anderson of the County Commission. I serve District 6 where this annexation is set to occur. I'm also the Vice Chair of the Rules and Legislative Committee for the Bedford County Commission, and I serve as the Chairman of the Ag Board. The reason I'm going to mention that, I know what it takes for you guys, and thank you for your service. Because this Ag Board works me to death every day. I get called and I hit my zero. So I know what you go through. And if it wasn't for people like you, we wouldn't have it. So I commend y'all for service. But what I want to talk to y'all about tonight is there's nothing wrong with the word no. As a commissioner, I've done it a bunch. No never raised your taxes. No never hurt nobody next door. I want to tell y'all, I was raised on this road. I live on this road. I've put in every piece of property from Mr. Fayhard, who owns part of my dad's old farm, to the Schoffer place that we're talking about here. I've been on all these farms my whole life. You couldn't put fence posts, T-posts in the ground on this rocky piece of 36 acres and put goats there. And I'm just telling you, if you're going to put a development, and I know we're talking about annexation, I'm going to get to that. But if you're talking about putting a development here, it's on rock. Why are some of these pieces of property that you see never developed? Because not everything's developed. In my district alone, I have seen y'all put the condos, not y'all, but y'all were put there behind Ferber Cat. That's a sinkhole. Everything on them, Dr. Long's property. I've lived there my whole life. I've swirled learning. I've done everything. It's sinkholes. Well, guess what? In 10 years, I hope I'm wrong. Those sinkholes come back. They don't go anywhere. I remember back in the day, me and my daddy put refrigerators in a sinkhole. I hate to admit to that. That's a long time ago. But guess what happens a year or two later? The refrigerator's gone. So, there, Coney Island Road, looks like it's a floodplain to me. The Duck River's right here. I've seen the Duck River up to Yellow Trucking. Now you got houses about down through there. Brent Kennedy owns this property across the river from this in my district. Okay? Now the floodwater has changed because we're building up and we're flooding Mr. Kennedy's property. So sometimes when we do things, for one, we got to think of the consequences of what happens to the person next door. The reason I would ask for y'all to deny the annexation, it will stop the sewer to this. If we stop the sewer, we stop the development. And folks, we got enough high-density housing and apartments. We don't need any more. Y'all know it, and I know it. And on this road, the blasting from the infrastructure, because of the property as rocky as it is, it's Hillcrest subdivision. These are my friends, my neighbors, my constituents. It's an older subdivision, and a lot of the houses are built on slabs. You start blasting, cracking these people's foundations, where are we at? I'm just asking you because you start putting the infrastructure in here, it affects a lot of folks. And the thing I want to mention to you guys is a lot of folks like me that aren't wealthy, the greatest thing we've got is our homes. That's our greatest asset. And you're talking about all those people up Hillcrest. You're talking about Beth that's going to speak here in a minute. It'll destroy our property. And this lady's worked her rear end off to have a beautiful place. Mr. Fayhard here, I commend you, sir. He has fixed the Maupin farm up to a beautiful place. He doesn't need to have that across the street from him. The traffic. I want to mention that too, then we'll get to water here in a second.
Mr. Edwards, I'm sorry. We only allow 3 minutes for public comment.
Can I do the water thing real fast? I'll step away because I'm with football games. Is that okay with you, Chairman? I'm very brief. The water pressure is bad enough out there. You start sucking off of it to these people, it's going to hurt their water pressure. Hey, it's also going to hurt property values. Thank you all for your service. Thank you all for allowing me to speak. I appreciate it. I'm going to the Central game. I hope everybody comes back.